Hey guys, Stephen Gilbert here with SoulWeb.org, where internet marketing meets integrity. And boy, man, it's been a while since I've done one of these because it's been such a busy month. For those of you that are new to SoulWeb, welcome. I run a show where I interview product creators of pretty much only the best and unique products out there, and kind of get the whole scoop so that you guys can make an honest and fair decision for your business, knowing the whole story. And on today's show, I have Stefan Ciancio to talk about his new product, Turnkey Profit Machines, which, in what was it, Stefan? A part-time, basically the person that created this entire method, he's working, he does this part-time, and he made over $20,000 in September, and he started from the ground up, complete and total newbie, knew nothing about internet marketing. So this seems like something that would be right up our alley. So I wanted to bring Stefan on and talk about it. How you doing today, Stefan?
I'm doing great, Steven. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, no problem, man. You sound a little sick, man. Is it?
Yeah, I'm a little bit sick. Sorry to the audience ahead of time, but just
You
a
know
little.
what? Nope. Interview's over. No, I'm just kidding. All right, man. So tell me about this. Tell me what is Turnkey Profit Machines and what makes it unique?
So, just to give a little bit of a backstory, which you kind of touched on already, when it comes down to it, basically, this guy Phil, he dabbled in a few different things online, and basically, I mean, he works full time. He's got a typical 9 to 5. Never really heard of the whole internet marketing or making money online thing until pretty recently, and he tried a couple things that he just kind of hated or never really had success with until he tried something starting in June that really started working really well for him. And what he really liked is that he only needed about 5 hours a week to really get this going. So it wasn't really a burden for him outside of his 9 to 5 day job to work on this 5 hours a week. And to his surprise, he was able to scale up to over $20,000 in gross sales in September, and over 50% of that was profit. So he built a 5-figure a month profit stream in less than 3 months of starting.
Wow.
And this is a guy who was, very skeptical about internet marketing, didn't see results trying a couple other things, and wanted really just something that at first started as supplementary to his day job income, and he only wanted to work a few hours a week on it. He didn't want anything difficult. He wanted something extra simple that he could just do for 5 hours a week. And he did it in 3 or 4 months. And, I was talking to him, and he's actually thinking about, to the point now where he could quit his job and really live the lifestyle where he works. Maybe he'll up it to 10 hours a week to make more money. But I mean, you compare that to your day job, he's already earning more with this 5 hour a week income stream.
So basically, you don't need much time, is what I'm gathering.
Yeah.
It obviously seems to be something that's pretty simple. If somebody completely new, right, was able to come in and do this.
Exactly. Extra simple, and it does not take a lot of time.
That's awesome.
And
That's
it's highly
awesome.
ethical too. I just want to say this isn't some black hat. This is a completely white hat.
Yeah, I was gonna ask because when you hear of earnings like that, you tend to think, okay,
Yeah, they must be
this
doing
is
something sketchy. But
right. But no, this is all white hat, top of the line material.
all white hat, top of the line. I wouldn't put my name on it if it wasn't an honest earning method. So, I was really impressed with the results he was getting. And basically when I talked to him, the whole word machine came to mind, because basically, with what you do here is you kind of set up these, I don't want to go into too much detail, but you set up these little machines literally, and they run all day, and a lot of them bring profit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So all day while he's at his day job, he's actually earning. He gets notifications all day of money coming into his account. And you hear claims like that all the time of like, oh, have money deposited into your PayPal all day, but this is a completely ethical way of doing that, and he's actually getting like completely legal, completely ethical, real business, but super simple to do. Like one of the easiest forms of business I've ever seen. But he is getting paid all day while he's at his day job, and
That's
it only
cool.
requires 5 hours maintenance a week, and you can work less if you want. If you don't want to make 5 figures and you want to make $3K a month, work 2 hours a week.
Actually, this just occurred to me. It's kind of funny. Like, I always say my first foray into internet marketing was transcribing, but actually, while I was working at a job, the same job I got fired from, it was like 2007, 2008. And then it was when those big services like Cha-Cha were active, and you can mail in or text in questions to get answers. Well, I got approved to work for them. So I was making my daily income and then matching it with Cha-Cha because I was a secretary. And usually I had to answer the phone. So I would spend all day typing, answering these pardon my language, these stupid questions, and then answering the phone on the side, and then doubling my income. But then I got laid off, so they led to all this. That's really funny that's kind of what he's doing too. So who would you say is the target audience for this? Like who's going to benefit most from this? How much does it cost to get started? Like, is this something that they need a deep wallet for? Is it something that is very easy to jump into? Is affordable? Like who's the target audience here?
Yep. So basically, I'd say the target audience is definitely there's a spectrum because a total newbie will have no problem jumping in and getting results with this. I mean, Phil was basically a total newbie when he jumped in, and outside of that, I'd say anyone who's looking to add another income stream. Maybe you're already working 30 hours a week on something, or even 15 hours a week on one income stream. You want to add another, and you got an extra 5 hours a week. This is something that you could do to build up to 5 figures and beyond in 5 hours a week. So I'd say target audience is anyone looking to be online that wants a very simple system. Something, if you can follow instructions, you can get results of this. And just like with math problems, there's the theory and then there's the application, right? So like if you hear a bunch of theory about math, it's different than seeing the sample problem, like someone doing a sample problem for you. What we did here is we actually combined a full-blown instructional product with the case study. So we're actually showing the results. He's showing, the demo store. He's showing everything that he took to get results with. So not only do you get the theory and then the instructions, but you get the full-blown results by applying that. So I think for anyone who's new, maybe sometimes they buy a product and you know how many products out there are all theory and they're actually hard to get results with. Well, what we have here is we actually said, here's their method, and here's the results we got with this method. These are real results from a newbie following the steps. So that should give anyone confidence that, even if you're a total newbie, even if you failed for the last 15 years, that you could get results with this. Because here's a guy who did fail for a little bit. Now, he didn't try for too long, but he tried other methods that he didn't like, or they were black hat or whatever. But now he found a completely ethical way to get to 5 figures a month, working just 5 hours a week. So I'd say, in terms of target audience, just really anyone who's willing to follow instructions and willing to see that, hey, this total newbie did it, so I could do it too. And also, as far as startup costs, like you mentioned, I'd say the lowest that you can go to start up would probably be about $25 to $50. Okay. If you could invest that, you can get started. I'd say, if you want to get started a little faster and you want to really go fast, maybe about $100 to $200 maximum. But really, you could get started at with a shoestring of $25. And some people come in and they tell you, oh, you could get started on $5 or less, and then they're not telling you about other costs. But I'm telling you, with all costs included, you get started with $25 to $50.
Well, I mean, really, it's not bad. I mean, I obviously prefer to promote things that you can make money for free with, right? But when you have something like this that is so simple and is making someone a lot of money, someone who has zero internet marketing experience, pretty much starting a business from the ground up for $25 to $50 is actually really, really cheap. I'll tell you right now, I pay $300 a year just for my license to be a business, Yep. And with this, you don't even have to set that up. You could go, you could be a sole proprietor. I mean, I'm not a tax professional, but $25, it may seem like a lot, but guys, I gotta tell you, after going through the course and looking it over and checking it out, it really does hit home to the fact that this is something anyone could do, because this guy was working and kind of down in the dumps about everything and wanted to explore different ways to make money. That like most people do. We're all temporarily embarrassed millionaires, and he just kind of stumbled upon this and found this. So that's why I'm excited about it. And if you're worried about that $25 number, don't be, because starting a business can usually cost a lot more than that. All right. What makes the product stand out or different from the competition? Like, just what makes it better than everything else out there that is related?
I think one of the big things that really stands out is that well, first and foremost, which I did already mention, was the actual proof and case study included in the product. A lot of people they won't give any case study; they'll just give like the instructional, and they'll show some proof. Who knows where that proof's from? But here's us saying, here's real proof. We can prove to you we earned it with this method. So we're going through the steps we're telling you to do, and we're getting results with it. And we're telling you can just literally follow the same steps to get the same results. So I think that kind of makes it really unique in a sense that you don't really get a lot of real case studies included in a product like this. A lot of times, maybe sometimes they'll sell it as an upgrade, or they won't even do it at all. I mean, and firsthand, there's so many products that the proof is just a lot of times fake. And we want no part of that. We want to show people this is something that they could really really get results with, because we did it. With a total newbie did it. And I think for anyone watching who is a total newbie, you felt that frustration, you felt that pain of saying maybe you hate your job, maybe you're financially struggling, and you're saying, I really need to get something together. This works, and this guy proved it. He started on almost no budget. I mean, Steven, imagine starting a brick and mortar business and how much money you need to get that going. There's always so much capital.
I'm actually looking into it. I'm still working on a climbing gym, but I'm looking into doing a soup kitchen. So I definitely know it's ridiculous. I mean,
Cheap, yeah.
You've got rent, you've got to pay lawyers to fill out the correct paperwork. You got to set yourself up correctly. I mean, this is a little different, obviously, because it's more of a charity thing. But gosh, I mean, it's it adds up. It's a lot, guys, and it's not something that is fun. But when I have something I want to do, I do it, which I think we all kind of are like that, right? If you want to make more money, you got to go out there and you do it. And in this case, I want to open a soup kitchen. So
exactly,
that's what I'm trying to do.
And you were able to get to that point because your online business helped you build capital.
Exactly. Like that's what's great is like with internet marketing, you don't need capital really to start. Like when I first started, there were like no zero startup costs. It wasn't until I'd made my first like $50,000 that I actually was like, oh wait, I should probably make myself a business. Like you can do this starting out as a sole proprietor. I actually finally know a really big marketer who kind of the same thing, started out and forgot, like never really occurred to him that he had to make a business eventually once you get to a certain point. So he was doing like $500,000 in sales as a sole proprietor, which anyone can do, at least for Americans. I don't know how it is in other tax countries, but that's just how it is. Anyway, we're getting a bit off topic here. So what I want to do real quick is I'm going to pull up the proof you have on the sales page, just so they can take a quick gander here and see for themselves why I'm so excited about this. All right, let's see. All right, so you guys can see revealed how you can build a proven $10,000 per month profit machine, even if you have no list, no product, no experience or tech skills. So guys, this is awesome. And like Stephen said, it's a case study. Those are basically the exact same courses I launched, which is why I was so excited about this, because a case study is when you are actually doing something, and instead of just giving you like the theory, you give everything. You give like the mashed potatoes and the green beans and the meat, and you see it all. Yeah, you see all of it. Very simple, no prior experience, easy to set up, and it works on complete autopilot, which I assume is why this guy was able to not go crazy trying to work two jobs at once, because he only had to work 5 hours a week. So exactly. They have video proof here. You'll be able to see this.
I just
Uh,
want to clarify real quick for anyone watching who immediately maybe cringes or gets skeptical on the whole complete autopilot thing. Because of the way this is set up, what we mean by autopilot is it runs all day, right? So any machine needs maintenance. That maintenance is going to be about maybe 5 hours a week, sometimes less if you don't. Honestly, there's people that do this in 2 hours a week. So it works on complete autopilot all day while you're doing other stuff. You just need to find a little bit of time to maintain it.
yeah, and it's going to vary from person to person too. Like with to give you an example, I can't if I'm going to send out an email or do an interview, that could take me anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes. But from what I learned from some of my students, it takes them 3 or 4 hours. And it's like, well, it's different for different people. It's depending upon how quick you want to make it, and I'm always about quick. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this proof here. They got some great images of how much they've made. I mean, you can see this is all real. They've also got the videos in the video proof. So these are results from September, so from literally 6 days ago.
Yeah.
So this is working right now, and this is something you're definitely going to hop on into. So let's stop that. Pull myself back up here. All right, let's just jump into the nitty gritty and kind of rush through it because we're running a little high on time, and I like to keep these things a little bit short. All right, so the name of the product is Turnkey Profit Machines. When does it launch, Stephanie?
So this is going live on the October 8th, which is a Saturday. And I believe it's at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. So
I might have it pulled up. Let me check.
Sorry about that.
10 a.m. Yep, it's 10 a.m.
Yep.
So October 8th, Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern. And what is inside the front end offer? Is it video training, case studies? I mean, what's up? What's in there? I mean, well, obviously I know it's case studies, but is it video training, PDFs, audio? What is it?
So what you're getting in the front training is a full A to Z step-by-step video course, as well as a full A to Z step-by-step case study. So we really value pack this. It's not just a case study or just an instructional course. It's both. And we've seen stuff like this go for way more money than what we're charging. So
well, that's actually perfect because my next question is, how much does it cost?
If you hurry, you can get it for the lowest price of just $15. And I think you see all these, and I just want to justify this not being like a $7 PDF or something, because you see all these products out there that are like $7 PDFs or $7 video courses, and there's some good ones. Don't get me wrong, there's some good ones. But what we did here is we're giving you full A to Z, not only instructional information, but we're also giving you the full-blown case study. And I mean, $15 to learn how a newbie made 5 figures every month, 5 hours a week. I mean,
and to explain to you guys what a newbie is, it's someone who doesn't know anything about internet marketing or who's just coming in and knows very little. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So the reason this is such a big deal is because internet marketing has a huge learning curve, guys. I mean, you have to learn about SEO. You have to learn about a million different terms. You have to learn about PPC. You have to learn about this, that, and the other, and how to build a website. And it's hard. Okay, it's very hard. And like the learning curve with IM just like is up. Like it's just up until you get to a point where you finally understand everything, and then it levels off. So it's not fun, and that's the reason why 95% of people quit. So when there's something like this that is easy and it cuts out the learning curve and it makes it so that you can get results fast, it's definitely a product that I would like, depending on where you are at your stage in learning in internet marketing, I would definitely be looking into. I say this all the time. I bought maybe 10 products when I first started, not all at once, but like over that first year, 10. Not because I wanted, not because I didn't like the other ones, but that's because it was all I could afford. I couldn't afford. I was on unemployment. I was doing the best I could. I literally rode the unemployment train for a year while I was doing internet marketing, and it's easy for someone like me who has a year, and is unemployed to learn all the stuff you have to learn. right? But if you're working a full-time job, or you're doing maybe you're a stay-at-home mom, or whatever it is you do, or maybe you're a college student and you need extra money, having the 60 to 80 hour weeks that I was putting in when I first started, you're not going to have that. So when there's something like this that it only takes 5 hours, I want you guys to see it. I mean, $15, it's really not that expensive, especially once you see how nice the course is. It's very in-depth. There's a lot of modules, a lot of training. Nothing's left out, and it's a case study. So I think that's, Stephen, I think the price is very cheap, actually, in my opinion. But
Yeah, for a really good value on this one.
yeah, well, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, I was gonna say I went to lunch 2 days ago and I got a burrito, a cookie, and a drink, and it came out to $15. So I'm just saying, you compare that to
Where'd you go? Chipotle?
Moe's Grill. I mean,
Yeah, that'll do it.
things are a little expensive here, but I mean, I'm just saying that's the price of what $15 gets you. So you look at
and that bought you 5 to 10 hours of not being hungry. This could literally change your life. So I think it's definitely worth it. All right, let's be real quick here, because I see, guys, I love talking to Stefan, so I'll just go on for hours if I don't stick to my sheet. Like for my new viewers, I run it kind of like a talk show, like a late night talk show. That's why I have sheets with actual questions, and then if something comes up, we'll talk about that. But this is how I review my products. I get the review copy. I go through them. If they pass all my tests, which basically my test is, the number one test is, can I look my grandfather in the eye and say, yes, you can buy this. It's a good deal. You're not getting scammed. If it passes that test, I recommend it. If it doesn't, I don't recommend it, which is why you should join my Facebook group. Real quick as a sidebar, because in that Facebook group, I'm allowed to be more candid with you, right? I don't want to come out in public and just bash every product that I don't like. And I review a lot of products every week, and the ones that are good, I ask for an interview. The ones that are bad, I don't. So you guys kind of get left in the dark. And I wanted a way to fix that, which is why I created the Facebook group. So in the top right on the website up there, you'll see the link to that. Check that out. Might be something you're interested in, because I can be a lot more candid with you in a private Facebook group than I can on a YouTube video that the whole world can see. Because the last thing I need with a brand new daughter is a subpoena to go to court for slander or some stupid crap that some scammy IMer tries to pull. Anyway, Stefan, tell me about every OTO, what's inside of it, and the price. So just go through each of them and try to keep them, as short as possible, because I've been rambling on way too long here.
Well, I just want to say, first off, great with the whole grandfather thing. That's such a good way to look at it. If you can tell your grandpa, like, go ahead and buy this, then you can tell anyone to go ahead and buy it. So OTO is what we did. Is we have the first OTO, and for anyone who doesn't know, it's an optional upgrade, but usually it will enhance your results and help you out a lot. Is going to be actually three additional special case studies.
Okay.
Two of them are going to be entirely free traffic case studies. Okay, so this is entirely free traffic, and hundreds to thousands of dollars have been made with these free traffic. With this free traffic, the third one is a 2,000% ROI case study. So this is literally the results of getting 2,000% ROI with this method.
Right.
And that's not typical, but anyone who follows this, you can see, that's why we're including it, because you can see exactly from A to Z how this 2,000% ROI was set up from start to finish, because most people can't get that. So when you get handed that from A to Z, it's like, how'd you do that? What exactly did you do to get 2,000% ROI? We're giving you the whole thing from start to finish, how to get 2,000% ROI. And then that can give you not only stuff you can copy, but all these different ideas that'll pop into your head and really boost your results. And you're getting all that in just part of OTO 1.
Now, what's OTO 2 then? Oh, well, wait, what was the price of OTO 1?
It's just $27.
Okay, wow, that's cheap too. Good on you guys. What's the second OTO then?
So the second OTO is a done-for-you system.
Oh, okay.
We're not only giving you a done-for-you setup, but we're giving you done for you machines. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so the whole system.
How many?
The whole system is called turnkey profit machines, right? So we're giving you a done for you system, and we're giving you 20 done for you machines.
Oh wow. And so I assume this is going to be pretty expensive, like 67.97, right?
Only $47.
No, 37.
Hey, we
All
want
right.
to over deliver. We want to make sure people grab
No,
everything.
no, and that's great. Like I definitely know you're one of the good guys, but when you're sitting here telling me you're giving them 20 done for you, I'm sitting thinking, oh yeah, this is gonna be good. But no, that's a hell of a deal, man. All right, awesome. Okay, so the the done for you machines, I guess it just kind of makes it copy and paste for them so that they can just jump right in. Is that how it works?
It saves them a lot of setup work that might be their first 5 hours for the first week or even 2 weeks. So it helps them jump into getting revenue coming in much faster so they could see results literally the first week right away. So it just cuts down on that time. Maybe, some people maybe even get annoyed or discouraged at the beginning stages. It kind of cuts that out and helps them start seeing, okay, wow, I'm getting results. Let me keep doing this.
Mhm.
So it really helps people from that aspect to just kind of save them a lot of time. And it's going to save them a little bit of money too, because some of the stuff we're giving, you would have otherwise needed to pay something for. So we're giving the whole done for you with some nice features that you would otherwise have to pay for.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, hey, the way I like to do this is the guests always give the last words on the show. So, do you have any, personal stories or maybe words of advice or wisdom or final call to actions or just anything you'd like to say to encourage the people watching to let them know that you can do this? This is possible. I mean, what would be your best advice? I guess is what I'm trying to get at.
Sure. So, I started with internet marketing at this point. It was over 2 years ago. And in the beginning, I was a struggling newbie. I didn't know anything. I was working a 9 to 5 that I hated, um, literally hated. And, I bought coaching from all these different people. I bought courses and I just failed. And I tried all these different things. And it took me a while to get really established to finally see results. And I'm not, and anyone could do that too. That's doable. It's going to take more time and patience. But to see someone like Phil come in and get results in a much quicker, literally months time frame to build up to an income that literally took me years to get to, and to see him do this in 5 hours a week in a few months, that should speak magnitudes to anyone watching that. What this
Well,
might
and it might kind of piss you off too, because you're like, dang it, like
be.
I'm sitting here slaving away, and this guy just does it that quick. But that's what this is, guys. It's a shortcut, And I'm sorry to interrupt, but I was just thinking, for me when I first started, I was working 60 to 80 hour weeks, guys. Like, and this guy did it in 5, like, So I wish I had this opportunity when I first started. Anyway, anything else you'd like to add?
Well, just to build on that, now anybody has that opportunity. Right now, we could come in and we could follow what he's doing, and I already started, and I'm already getting results with it. So,
Oh, that's amazing. How are you able to share, like, how much?
the best day I've had so far doing this, just literally on the side part time, was $200, and
Wow.
I haven't, I started doing this fairly recently, so and I don't even focus on it. I focus on,
Yeah.
I'm an internet marketer, so I focus on mostly on launching products and finding good products and helping customers. So that's not my main focus, but this is
But
something
hey,
that I do
so
plan to grow to 5 figures, just because why not? 5
that's
hours a week.
that's great, man. That is awesome that you're doing that because a lot of people won't. I've done that before. I don't do it on every product, but hearing you say that you're making money with this one, I might do it on this one. I mean, because I've been through their training. It is really good training. Um, uh, but like when I'm doing an interview, I try to let the guest present. So I don't. So like people are wondering, well, see, if you've been through the training, why are you asking all these questions? Because I'm asking the question so you get to see what the person on the other end is like. You get to see their demeanor. You get to see, make a decision on whether you can trust them or not. You get to determine if they're lying. You get to see their face, their eyes, their body movement, and get a gut feeling about whether this is a good product for your business or not, right? So obviously, I knew all the answers before I came into this, but I do these interviews because it's very, very important for you to be able to see the other person that is putting this out there to you, right? Because if you can see them, it makes it a lot easier for you to make a decision. Okay, so that's Turnkey Profit Machines, guys. It's going live on October 8th at 10 a.m. Eastern. If you'll be here right then, you'll get it for the cheapest possible price. I think it's like $15, $14.95. And honestly, it's worth a lot more. And I'll write more about this around the video after we get off here. So Stefan, thanks for coming on, man. I really appreciate it. It's been a pleasure as always. I'm going to now go and get this sent out because I want people to see this. This is a great course. So really, really, man, thanks for your time. Thanks for, giving me the time, and I guess have a nice day.
Yeah, thanks for the interview, and I'm glad we could get this out to people, and yeah, have a great day too.
Yeah. No, you have a great day. All right, man. I'll see you later.
Talk to you soon.